How's it going, guys? This is just a little bit of bonus content. So I explained trinkets, at least on the last video. I explained how I have the ice rod trinket. It says shoots more of ice every 3.4 seconds, freezing enemies is passed for 2.4 seconds. But I also got two more. But I'm going to show you how this trinket works. So basically, when you come down here, it will fire a ice orb just like that, and will freeze the enemy. And this is very helpful, especially when you're taking on like those dragons in Skull Cavern. Basically, any really good flying enemy that's really going to pose a threat to you. The dinosaurs too, because it holds them right in place so they can't just hit you with that fire. I also came across two more other trinkets that I think are actually really good. And one of them is the Basilisk Paw. You're immune to debuffs or debuffs. So, which is really nice. So you can't be slowed by pawns. You can't be set on fire by the little pyro guys in the volcano. Stuff like that. And then I got the Golden Spur. Critical strikes give you a speed boost for 8 seconds. So basically, if you're stacking a lot of crit chance, like, well, actually I don't have on them right now, but I did. I got this lucky ring too, which was really nice. But if you're stacking like a lot of crit chances, I think you get maybe like 20%. That's 20%, chance of actually getting an 8-second speed boost, which is really nice. Especially if you're trying to go into something like Skull Cavern, you're trying to run through those areas, trying to find the holes, trying to find the stairs, even trying to go through the volcano area, which I just had to pretty much speed boost because I failed the first time because I just went out a later time than I should have. So you can plant the bombs, run around, try to, activate the pressure plates and stuff like that. That is one of the things. There's one other thing I want to show you that's actually new on Ginger Island that I just recently discovered. And it's more particular helpful if you're trying to look for the golden coconuts. Alright, we'll be right back. How's it going, guys? So you may hear a car go by here in a few minutes. So this is basically the volcano on Ginger Island. I'm not going to do a walkthrough of it because there's just no point to it. Plus, there's only like 10 levels, so it's not really worth it. However, before the 1.6 update, this fellow specimen was not up here. A JoJo marked bird. And basically, what he does is well, at least I'm having to guess, he will basically find you all the golden walnuts on the islands for a certain amount. And as you can see, it'll cost me 580,000 gold to get the rest of the golden walnuts. When I first started Ginger Island, came up here, the goddamn bird wanted over 1,000,000 gold to find all those goddamn golden walnuts. I am not forking out 500,000. This is more of an easier way if you were just, playing a mono version of Stardew, you're stacked full of gold, you don't want to bother with it, go ahead and pay the bird. That's not me, because I'm not forking that amount. I just, recently just got 5 million gold. That's the highest I've gotten so far on this account. My other account I have like 4.5 million. But I got like some of this place pretty much updated for now. I'm still working on getting the rest of the golden coconuts. But as farm wise, for anyone who's actually new, there's always a big debate. What's the best money maker? You see tons of start videos, and most of them you'll see they're usually like 2 or 3 years old. For me, this is going to be more of an update. You have really 4 big options. You can do starfruit, you can do strawberries, you can do hops, or you can do ancient fruit. And now, in my personal opinion, it all really depends. Do you want to continuously tend to your farm, or do you want to actually build a bunch of sprinklers, plant your seeds, and not have to worry about it until your fruit comes in? Because that's what's really going to make the difference. With strawberries, I believe it takes 7 days to mature, and then you can start harvesting them. They're like tomatoes and any other fruit. They're going to provide you continuously amount of fruit until that season expires. They do make a decent amount of money. You can also keg them to make strawberry juice. Star fruit's a little more different. I haven't really messed around with them too much, so I can't really say much about them, but I know they're in the ancient fruit area. They do take a while, but apparently you get a lot of money for them. They're only like a one-time use from what I've seen. Hops is a really good thing, because it produces so many of them. But the problem with hops is because they grow on pikes or sticks, whatever you want to call them, so you can't actually freely move through your farm as you actually would. So it actually limits you to how much you can actually plant. Now, for me personally, because I eventually got rich enough, I decided to go the ancient fruit way, and you get them from rare seeds from the vendor or merchant guy down to Sinisat Forest. It comes on every Friday and Sunday. It's 1,000 gold for the seed, but if you have the greenhouse unlocked, you can just plant it in there. Especially if you get sprinklers, then you don't have to worry about it. It will take a while to grow. I believe it says it takes like an entire month or that entire season to grow. But trust me, it is definitely worth it to go the ancient fruit way, because eventually, once you can harvest that ancient fruit, you can put into a seed maker, and I'll show you here. One of these, and it'll actually plant or give you a certain amount of seeds. You may get 1 packet of seeds, you may get 3 packets of seeds, and just continuously repeat that process. When you continuously get ancient fruit, and trust me, it is worth it, because at 999 bottles of ancient fruit, you get 1,600,000 and some change. Each bottle of ancient fruit, especially if you have the artisan goods, sells for 1,650 gold a bottle. They are one of those plants that once you plant them, it does take a certain amount of time for them to grow, but it allows you not having to worry about them, and allows you to focus on the mine, the skull cavern. You know, if you're planting other farms, your animals, you want to explore Ginger Island, you want to go fishing, you know, and it's really great, especially in the wintertime, because eventually it will pay off once you get rich enough. Now, if you're on the other side where, you know, I don't want to have the time, I don't want to have to wait for all to grow, then I highly suggest you get something like strawberries or hops and plant them in the greenhouse, especially during wintertime. Start building kegs once you get the recipe for it. And let me see here. Oh, there we go. And that's what keg is: wood, copper, iron, and oak resin. Start building those tappers, start putting them on the trees, and trust me, kegging is still one of the better ways to actually make gold in this game in a non-modded Stardew. If you're playing modded Stardew, that's a whole different story. I'm pretty sure you have your own process, but I don't play mods of Stardew because it's just too complicated to install the goddamn things. But that's my personal way. That's how I got 5 million gold in like year 6. You could probably make that in year 1, but like I said, I played non-modded. But that's just, you know, my thing. So that's what I want to update you guys on. So stay safe, healthy, sanitize. Make sure to drop a like, leave a subscribe, leave comments below. And if you have any fellow questions, I'll try to help you out with those. All right. See you guys.